interesting. Very, very interesting. Now let's move on. Let's move on. Now we are moving on. We are proceeding. I'm not waiting. Now, there's another interesting question, and this happens to be a real JAMB question too. I can't remember if this was from 2023 or 2024. I'm trying to remember. Now, two numbers are removed. Two numbers are removed at random. Two numbers are removed at random from the numbers 1, 2, 3, and 4. Two numbers are removed at random from the numbers 1, 2, 3, and 4. Two numbers are removed at random from the numbers 1, 2, 3, and 4. What is the probability? What is the probability that the sum of the numbers removed is even? Now, this is the question. We're told that two numbers are removed at random from the numbers 1, 2, 3, and 4. What is the probability that the sum of the numbers removed is even? The first thing we need to consider there is our set numbers. Now, let's know our set numbers first. Our set numbers 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, these are our set numbers. Now, they now said, out of all these numbers, out of 1, 2, 3, and 4, two numbers were removed at random. So, we need to consider the ideology of the numbers that were removed. We need to think about what numbers can be removed. Now, let's now deduct. Now, let's now find out the numbers that are removed. Now, when they say two numbers, that's a pair. Am I correct? A pair. So, now let's find out the total pairs that was removed. Now, we want to start at random. 1 and 2, 1 and 3, 1 and 4. We also have 2 and 3, 2 and 4. Then we also have 3 and 4, if I'm correct. Yes, I'm correct. So these are all the numbers that can come up. These are all the pairs that can come up. So that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we are having 6 pairs. We are having 6 pairs. We are having 6 pairs of numbers. We are having 6 pairs of numbers that can come up. Now, don't forget that they said, in fact, once you can label it like this, honestly, I feel that you have done a very good job. Now, look at it. What's the probability that the sum of the numbers removed is even? Now, let's look for the even numbers here. Now, 1 plus 2 gives me 3. 3 is not an even number, last time I checked. 1 plus 3 gives me 4. So now, let me write it down. Sorry. Even pairs. Let me just call it even pairs. 1 plus 3 gives me 4. So we can consider that 1 plus 4 gives me 5, that is odd. 2 plus 3 gives me 5, that is odd. 2 plus 4 gives me 6, and 6 is an even number. So 2 and 4. 3 plus 4 gives me 7, that's an odd number. So we only have 2 pairs. So we are only having 2 pairs. 2 pairs of numbers that is giving us even. Sum of number rather, two sum of number that are giving us even. So what do we do now? The probability of even sums, the probability of even sums removed. Don't forget that this is 2 over, and our total P is what? 6. So 2 over 6 gives me 1 over 3. It's as easy as that. 2 over 6 gives me 1 over 3. Now, there's another one. We are progressing, we are advancing. Maths is very interesting. We are open about it. Maths is very, very interesting. Now, this another JAMB question as well. Sorry, I didn't even know. I didn't label the number. I think it's number 4. The probability of picking, the probability of picking the letter, the probability of picking the letter T from the word, obstruction, from the word obstruction is, now, you should not spend a minute on this question. And why is that? It's very easy and very straightforward. Now, the probability of picking the letter T from the word obstruction is, the first thing you need to know is to know the total letters that are there. The total number of letters. The total letters that we have there, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. We have 11 letters there. And let's see how many times T comes up. So T comes up twice. So the appearance of T just twice. That's 2 times. So the probability of the appearance of T, that's 2 over 11. 2 over 11. How straightforward was that? That's why I said you should not be able to spend a minute under this question. Don't spend a minute on this question. Now, we have another interesting one. The probability of a student, passing any exam is 2 over 3. The probability of a student passing any exam is 2 over 3. If the student takes 3 exams, what is the probability? What is the probability that he won't pass any of them? Now, this is a very interesting question as well. And you need to know that, you see, what happens in maths is that if you cannot interpret question, you are likely or you are liable to get into serious problems. Just the interpretation alone, we actually solve 50% of the question for you. Your interpretation solves half of the question for you. Now, the question is asking that, what if a boy takes 3 exams? And they already told us the probability that he passes the exam, the first, second, and third exam is 2 over 3. So the probability that he passes the first exam, 2 over 3, second exam, 2 over 3, third exam, 2 over 3. Now they're asking that what's the probability that he won't pass any of them? That means what is the probability that he's going to fail exam 1 and exam 2 and exam 3? So everything they're asking you is the probability that he's going to fail all the 3. So the first thing you need to know is that the probability of pass The probability of pass is equal to 2 over 3. Probability of pass is 2 over 3. And now you need to also know that the, let me call it the surety or the totality of an event to happen, to occur is 1. So especially in exams, when it comes to pass or fail, we use, now if they ask you, if you are sorry, if you are being told that the probability of a boy to pass his exam is 0.2, what is the probability to fail the exam? All you need to simply do is take away the 0.2 from 1. That's how you get the probability of the failure. Now come back to this one. Now the probability of pass is 2 over 3. Now what do you think the probability of fail will be? The probability of fail will now be 1 minus 2 over 3. 1 minus 2 over 3. And that gives us 1 over 3. This is the probability of fail. Very easy. The question now wants us to find that the probability that this boy fails, he fails exam 1 and exam 2 and exam 3. Simple as this. So the probability that the boy fails all the whole exam, the probability that the boy fails all the whole exam. And don't forget that and in mathematics signifies multiplication. So what they want us to know is that 1 over 3 multiplied by 1 over 3, first exam, second exam he fails, third exam again he fails, such follow the boy. So that gives us 1 over 27. 1 over 27. And this gives us our final answer. This gives us our final answer, 1 over 27. So now let's progress.